Well, good morning, or whatever time of day it might be with
I think
you.
it's the afternoon about this time.
Well, it depends on the viewer or the listener. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we are having our second cup of coffee conversation here with Brian Crump from CANHelp.
That's right.
And your title with CANHelp is
Executive Director.
Okay, Executive Director.
Yes, sir.
That's the one that I was reaching for there. So we haven't talked to Brian for a while, but we like to have him on from time to time to talk about what's happening with CANHelp.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and I saw on your Facebook page you had, and it's probably available elsewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
What you call an impact report for 2024, looking back at the previous year.
That's right.
Give some perspective on what you all are all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the interesting things about CANHelp is we were talking about this a second ago, is that it's just a Hopkins County organization.
Uh-huh.
It's not like we have any affiliation out in the larger state or any other place. And so CANHelp really is an extension of our county's efforts to help our neighbors. And so we talk a lot about helping our neighbors because that's exactly who we're helping. We're like when you donate either your stuff or financially to CANHelp, it's really neighbors helping neighbors situation. So all of those numbers are really exactly demonstration of neighbors helping neighbors.
So let's look at some particular points. You helped 1,266 neighbors, as you say.
That's right.
During the course of the year. That's all told, all different kinds of ways that you provide help.
That's exactly right. And a lot of that is people that come through our front doors and are needing help with utility assistance, rental assistance, have fallen on hard times and have gotten to the point where they don't know where to turn. And so obviously CANHelp is an option there because that's why we exist, to help our neighbors. And so that's all kinds of help, from giving coats out to backpacks and school supplies and all that.
So that's more than 1,200 individual.
That's exactly
people.
Right.
Provided $82,000 in rental and utility assistance.
That's exactly right. So, and that's all kinds of help. It's not just rental and utility assistance. That's also helping with propane for heating in the wintertime. Obviously utilities. That's also the monetary value of the backpacks and school supplies that are donated and that we give out, and all the value combined is that $82,000 number, which is, to me as a director, I'm really humbled by that number, because that's not I know people say thank you to us, and we will accept that thank you, but it's really a testament to our community that supports their neighbors through CANHelp.
Right. 450 school backpacks with supplies.
That's right. That's filled with supplies, everything you need to be successful in your school day.
238 people help with clothes or coats or blankets or those kinds of things.
And those a lot of that's donated. Actually, donated coats and donated blankets. We don't really sell that stuff because when people give us coats, we anticipate that they're wanting to give that coat to somebody who's in need. And but we do receive financial donations. There's been folks in our community that have given specifically and noted, hey, I want this to go to buy some coats for some kids. So we partner with the school district, and I send out to the counselors and to the communities and schools in those schools and say, hey, you got some kids, and so they'll send us an order of 40 or 50 coats for kids. Sulphur Bluff, we partner with them as well, and so it's a countywide effort. So. Yeah.
I don't know what the population of Hopkins County is offhand, but 1,200 people is quite a few people in Hopkins County receiving help.
Yeah, I think there's what I saw was about 35,000 people in Hopkins County. Yeah. And so that's about one every 30, 35
right.
people.
That's a significant number.
Absolutely.
Number of people. So we're into spring now, and summer's not far away. So how do things change for you as you go into spring and summer?
Well, we are already moving headlong into the back to school fair. I know talking about back to school in March, just right after spring break.
Got to
is a
get
little
ready
odd.
for it.
But we've started to fundraise, try to recruit vendors to help with back to school fair, that want to come in and be able to hand out candy and pencils and all that sort of thing with at the back to school fair, and do the fundraise so we can provide backpacks and school supplies to the kids. Because I mean, my wife's a teacher, and obviously education is a pathway out of poverty for a lot of folks. And one of the hallmarks of education is learning readiness. I don't know. That was one of the rules when I walked into class when I was a kid, is be ready to learn. And so, but if you don't have pencils and paper and notebook, then you're already a step behind. So the idea of some educational equity happens when we can help to provide day one school supplies and backpacks for kids to start school. It just helps them to get off on the right foot to be successful in the school year.
Right. 100% of your donations go to help people in Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County. There must be some kind of administrative cost.
Well, that's the beauty of the thrift store at CANHelp, is I like to say that we do the hard work of processing all the donations of all the stuff in order to find the good stuff and get it on the floor, and our thrift store pays the bills. We use the thrift store to pay the bills for all administration, so that when you give financially, you know that 100% of that's going to go to help people, and you don't have to worry about is the director, in this day and age of Doge and fraud and all that sort of thing, then you know that it can help. 100% of your donation goes to exactly help people, and it doesn't affect any salaries or anything like that.
And I saw you all had a favorable auditor's report on that very topic.
We did, absolutely. And so that's something I'm very proud of, because it's hard to nonprofits oftentimes have some things happen, and to have a nonprofit in your county here in Sulphur Springs that has the trust of the people, and we're going to work hard to maintain that trust and make sure that every dollar is accounted for, and that when you donate, you know that it's going to go to the right place.
Brian, we're out of time, but just mention that the thrift store there on Gilmer Street is open 6 days a week.
Yep.
Right. Anybody is welcome to come in and shop.
That's absolutely right. Anybody can donate. Anybody can shop.
Okay, great. Brian, we'll talk again soon. It won't be so long between visits.
I look forward to it.
Great. Brian Crump with CANHelp, and having a second cup of coffee conversation with us. I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST.